What's up, everybody? This is Johnny Basement, and we are back here in the basement to again Monday over exaggeration or Monday review. I did a review on this Bills Jets game already yesterday. I did highlights the minute I got home from the game. It was a long, exhausting, hyper filled, great freaking electric energy at MetLife Stadium. Finally, the Jets have not had a humongous win like this since they beat the Patriots in 2015 in overtime, which kept the Jets playoffs alive, kept it alive. But even bigger, going back to really the real statement win, the last real statement win the Jets had. The 2015 one's an honorary mention. But the real last real statement win where the Jets felt this great about the team that we have, about the energy moving forward, about wow, we actually have a team. This just wasn't some crappy team that got a fluke win today, like when the Jaguars beat the Bills last year 9-6. That was a fluky, weird win for the Jaguars, and it was a weird loss for the Bills losing to a team that bad, to losing to a team that badly, right? So it wasn't that kind of thing at all. And people wanted it to be. Trust me. By the way, I'm Johnny Basement. If you're new in the basement, subscribe, bell notice, like button. Keep this basement rolling toward 1,000 subs using that basement mentality. Everything starts in the basement, and you work your way out with the short-term goals. And mine was 1,000 subs. We are almost there, thanks to you all, Bills Mafia, Jets fans, and other supporters of this channel. I really thank you and appreciate every single one of you guys. Back to the Jets. I haven't felt that excited at a game, that electric at a game, especially after being down 14-3. Des, my daughter, and I, Basement Squad reacts, right? We were talking about what part of the third quarter we'd be leaving before this turns into a 41-3 embarrassing blowout. Because this game, honestly, people, for all the doubters, all the detractors, all the people that say, well, the Jets beat, the Dolphins 40-17. Tua wasn't playing. Jets beat the Broncos. Russell Wilson wasn't playing. I mean, what was Russell Wilson with the Broncos when he was playing anyway? The Broncos are all about their defense. They have a great defense. It's never about Russell Wilson and the Broncos to begin with. All right. Oh, the Jets beat Aaron Rodgers, but Rodgers doesn't have any receivers. Look at them now; they've lost 5 in a row. So the Jets were at the beginning stages of those 5 losses in a row. There was always a reason why the Jets were winning. There was always a reason why the Jets had 4 wins, 5 wins, 6 wins. There's a reason they got lucky against the Browns in that comeback win. Yeah, it was lucky that Nick Chubb didn't step out of bounds and gave the Jets an opportunity down by 13 points, right? They had to score 13 points in less than 2 minutes with no timeouts. That means touchdown, onside kick recovery, and another touchdown. So that getting all those 3 is not luck. You can say an onside kick recovery is luck. And today's the way they make those rules today for the onside kick, hell yeah, I'll take that as an answer. That was lucky. That was, but the skill that the Jets had to do to get those 2 touchdowns. Anyway, the Jets have fourth quarter comebacks, 2 of them this season. This is the oddities going on with the Jets. So when the Jets came out to play the Patriots last week, that was the statement game. The Jets were gonna do it, and the Jets did do it until Zach Wilson, not the Jets defense, not the Jets running game, Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson killed the Jets last week. And that's why this game's set up now from the Patriot fans that I have as friends and family, and just the people, analysts out there, and the people that are just out there to hate the Jets and say, well, they have a great coach, nice young team, they had a great start to the season, but this is the go away Jets. This is the go away Jets game. Buffalo Bills are here now, man. This is the go away Jets. You lost your opportunity against the Patriots last week. Should have won that one, but you blew it because that's here come the same old Jets. Now the Jets are going up against the Buffalo Bills, who are 6-1, dominant team, heavy favorites to win the Super Bowl. And by the way, guys, I still think the Bills will win the Super Bowl. I think they have it like that. I think they're going to make the Minnesota Vikings pay hard for this loss in Buffalo next Sunday. Anyway, the Jets were supposed to go away after this, after that Patriot loss. Disarray. Zach's going to have a horrible game. The Bills are going to crush him. Zach Wilson will never start again after this day. The Jets are going to be in disarray. But yeah, they have a nice young team. Nice start to the season. The Bills now, the Patriots knocked them down, and the Bills are going to wipe them off the court. The Jets will find their way right back to where they normally are in last place. That was the feeling going into today's game. And as a Jet fan, I can't sit here and tell you otherwise because I didn't expect the Jets to win. Any of my previous videos before this one and the one yesterday when I got home from the game, I rushed through that video, guys, by the way. I was done. I was tired. I let the video go anyway. The editing in the beginning, I apologize because I forgot to edit the beginning. So you see me doing the whole setup. Dude, guys, yesterday was a hell of a day. It was a long, 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 exciting day. I apologize for the beginning of that video, and I didn't talk too much in it. So I'm coming back today to talk more about the game now than yesterday. I'm leaving that video out there. I'm not very proud of it. It wasn't the greatest in the world, but it's like I said, I'm not used to coming home from Jet games this hype. That freaking ecstatic. And you Bills fans know what it's like when you finally saw your team turn that corner. As fans, you know what we're going through as Jet fans. You know it. You know it. You guys, Bills and Jets fans have been punching bags forever. Forever. And we've stood by our teams. And many years, Bills and Mafia and Jet fans couldn't stand by the team. We couldn't answer for it. The team sucked. How can you defend like the Jets last year, giving up 551 yards and like multiple touchdown after touchdown after touchdown, losing to the Patriots 54-13? How do you defend that? You don't defend it. You just sit there and eat it and get mad at your team and wonder when the hell is this team going to start freaking winning. Oh, but I always had the Knicks too, right? Oh, but the Knicks are no good either. It's tough being a Jet and a Knicks fan the last 20 years. And the Jets maybe for the last 12. But anyway, you Bills fans understand what we're going through. So we get so hyped about this because we see a team, yes, we're not totally there, but the tide is turning. The young players on this Jets team. And big ups, and I'm a big critique, big critique of Zach Wilson. I am not sold on him at all. I was very happy with the pick at second overall pick. Personally, I wanted Justin Fields. That's who I wanted. Just didn't take him. We got Zach Wilson. But I do have to give credit for him yesterday. Was he outstanding? No. Did he do anything that incredible? No. Did he do anything highlight worthy? No. None of it. So why, Johnny, is so happy with him? I'm not so happy with him. I'm happy, yes, he didn't throw an interception. He didn't make that stupid play, that stupid throw. Yes, he got sacked and fumbled the ball away, came up from behind him. But, you know, when you're that hardcore critiqued by the media, by the fans, we're going to be like, hey, look at Zach. He fumbled the ball, man. Why wasn't he protecting it? Why wasn't he thinking? We can argue that. You can. I mean, he got sacked from behind. He fumbled it, right? You want to find something? There it is. But Zach was efficient enough for the Jets to win. Zach was efficient enough for the Jets to win. Down 14-3 on that 75-yard touchdown drive before the half, Zach was 6 of 7 for 63 yards on a 75-yard time-consuming touchdown drive. Fine. 6 of 7, 63 yards on game-managing passes. That's fine. I used to rip Mac Jones for being a game manager. My Patriot fan friends of mine and family used to say it all the time. Oh, he's just a game manager. He's just a game manager. Well, guess what? Zach is a inconsistent game manager, but yesterday he wasn't. He deserves credit for not listening to the media, not listening to the fans, not doing too much, not breaking clean pockets, rolling out and downsizing the field when you didn't have to. That's what his problem with the Patriots last week was. He kept rolling out of clean pockets, taking too much time to throw the ball. So you would think when quarterback gets sacked or throws a pick or looks like he's rushed, oh, well, that's got to be a poor line. Nah, if you look at that Patriot game, that was all on Zach. He would roll out for no reason. I mean, he'd have a clean pocket overthrowing guys. So this week he's withstood all the abuse from all of us, including myself and the media and YouTubers and Twitter and social media and whatever else. He took all of it. He took a little step forward because he showed he didn't care. He showed he was going to get this job done. He showed his team that they believed in him. The offensive lineman, Laken Tomlinson, and all these guys, man, the Jets are winning games in the fourth quarter. If Zach has to be hidden behind Michael Carter and James Robinson now, he's hidden behind Breece Hall before. Michael Carter and James Robinson, offensive line. What a statement down the field at the end of the game. The Jets get the ball on their own 4-yard line, tied 17-17. On their own 4-yard line with 7:53 left in the game. With the Jets, oh man, we're going to have to rely on Zach going down the field? No. 8 straight running plays, pounding, old style smash mouth football, pounding that ball down the field, pounding it on slant plays right up the gut with James Robinson, outside plays with Michael Carter to the left, to the right, cutting on the outside, showing he has some breakaway speed. He hits those corners, not like Breece Hall, but he hits those corners hard. Look at these Jets look at these young Jet players, man. Michael Carter, yes, I was devastated when Breece Hall was injured. Man, he's a home run hitter. Guy hits corner, boom, gone. Boom, gone. Hits a hole, boom, gone. Michael Carter was hitting those corners, cutting them, boom, gone. He was even getting touched a little bit, and he was still taking off, breaking some tackles. So shout out to the Jets on offense. The Jets are scary good running that ball. Scary good running that ball. And this is what you have to do when you're not sure of your quarterback, but you have a team that can win a lot of games and maybe make the playoffs. I'm not delusional about this team. I'm just saying the Jets have turned a corner. There was a statement win. The Jets have not the same old Jets. This was not a fluky win. And people want to blame, oh, Sauce Gardner, man, that was definite pass interference. Not for nothing. Gabe Davis was pushing right on back. And you know what the obvious sign was? Gabe Davis wasn't even looking at the refs arguing that he was pass interfered with. He wasn't. Didn't do it. Didn't jump up around, do any of that. I'm listening to Shine on Sports, Adam Shine. I listen to him all the time. Huge Buffalo Bills fan. Even he said that was not pass interference. Sauce Gardner played the game exactly how he should play it. He's a stud in this league. And that leads me right into what? The Jets defense. But if we got ticky-tacky on the calls, which I don't believe in any of that, if you guys really want to go there, well, how about the 2 helmet-to-helmet hits on Zach Wilson that were never called? That one when he ran the ball up by the goal line and then got smacked in the helmet. Helmet-to-helmet, no call. Happened twice. We don't care about that. I don't blame games on refs. I don't blame games on refs. And a lot of the Bills fans that I do know, a lot of the Bills Mafia that I do know that support this channel, they are awesome. Awesome. And thank you guys for the compliments. Thank you guys for the big ups, because you guys get it. You guys get it when you get that win, when you've been such a loser team for so long and you get that statement win. You guys have been through this. You know it. You understand it. Now, back to the Jets defense. The Jets defense is no slouch, guys. The Jets defense is a top 5 defense in this league, starting with the defensive line. John Franklin Myers, Quinnen Williams, 7 sacks on the year. Quinnen Williams, Pro Bowl type season. Quinnen Williams is a monster. 7 sacks on the season. Then you got Carl Lawson. Not for nothing, guys, if you did not know, those 3, just that trio. No defensive line has more quarterback hits than those 3 guys do. They have 42 quarterback hits combined. Those 3, 42 quarterback hits combined. That's more than any other trio in the league, and that's even more than 16 teams combined on these. 16 teams total on defense, not combined. 16 teams total on defense, each team individually. That Jets 3 has more quarterback hits than 16 teams, just those 3 guys. Our cornerbacks are shut down. We talk about a lot of Sauce Gardner, how he's shut down. Big ups to DJ Reed. 4th and 21, man. Josh Allen threw that ball downfield. Really accurate throw. DJ Reed. 4th and 21. That's a different play. I'm sorry, man. That was Sauce Gardner. But DJ Reed was shutting down Diggs most of the day. Diggs had 93 yards. No touchdowns. That was their best receiver of the day. Gabe Davis was shut down. Josh Allen had a bad. Josh Allen was running all over the place yesterday. He was under pressure a lot. But I won't blame his 2 interceptions. Those were Zach Wilson interceptions. Josh Allen is the most incredible Super Bowl quarterback, Super Bowl capable quarterback. It's an elite team, an elite offense. The Jets held Allen and company to 17 points. Josh Allen had 0 touchdown passes. Diggs had 0 touchdown receptions. You would not have believed that going into this game. You would not have believed that going into this game. The Jets now, when they usually have 4th quarter meltdowns, let me tell you something. When Josh Allen put up that pass, 4th and 21, while we were watching that pass in the air, myself and every other Jet fan at MetLife was thinking a variety of things that could happen, a multitude of things that could happen, none of which we thought was going to be a block pass, deflected pass, Jets win. We figured caught for a touchdown, Jets lose, pass interference, or he was going to catch it, get tackled right there, and then they kick the field goal, tie the game, Bills win in overtime. This is the way, because the fans have been programmed to think this way. I've been a Jet fan over 4 decades. We're programmed to think this way. Oh, man, 4th and 21. Bills minds, you guys, or even Bills Mafia that were there, were like, man, this game's over, man. The Jets won this game. Congrats. I'm like, there's still one more play. There's still one more play. This game ain't over. This game's not over. But to the Bills fans who know it was, it's like, yo, man, this Bills Mafia guy sitting right there. It's like, yo, your Jets have shut down Allen all day. 5 sacks. The defense had 5 sacks on Josh Allen and picked them off twice. Almost 3. That's a huge statement from a young defense. So I'm excited, not just because, mainly because this is a humongous statement win. The Jets have only had 2 others, which I already mentioned. 7 years ago and way back in the Rex Ryan era 10 years ago when we won in the playoffs and beat the New England Patriots with Tom Brady in their house in the playoffs. That was the famous Bart Scott can't wait game. And then, we went on and lost in the championship game to the Steelers. But the Jets now, we're even more excited because we see a young team. Thank you, Joe Douglas. We see a young team that's going to be around for a long time. The Jets have the players. Gardner, Quinnen Williams, John Franklin Myers, DJ Reed, man, these guys. CJ Mosley, big shout out to CJ Mosley, second in the league with 88 tackles. CJ Mosley was all over the field yesterday. He was everywhere. How many teams go in and sack Allen 5 times and pick him off twice? It's crazy. You don't have to look any further than the 17 points from the explosive offense that the Bills have. 17 points. And just like Adam Shine said, and I agree with him, and I'm not agreeing with him just because I'm a Jets fan. He's a Bills fan. He's diehard Bills fans. You guys know who he is. He's Bills Mafia all the way. He even said you can't look at it. It's easy to, but you can't look at the Bills as blowing this game as much as the Jets beating them. This is about the Jets, and there is a huge difference. He's right, Adam. There's a huge difference between blaming, hey, well, the Bills are just off today. No, they were off because the Jets made them off. All right? Now, again, I'm not delusional. I don't think the Jets are going to go on and beat everybody because guess what? The Jets – there's still doubters, and the Jets go to New England in 2 weeks. The Patriots are 5-4. The Jets are 6-3. They both have a bye week next Sunday, so this is a big matchup in New England against a team that's beatable. What makes them tough is Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick makes that team tough. Without him, they might have 1 or 2 wins. I'm serious. I give all the credit to Belichick, man. He knows his players' weaknesses. He knows their strengths. He knows he doesn't have the greatest roster in the world. Their defense is really good. The Patriots' defense is solid because of him. It is because of him. The wrong coaching, man, forget it. That team wouldn't be there. Look at Mac Jones' second year without Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels is a horrendous head coach. Look at the Raiders, man. They lose. I mean, they blow games like nobody else's business, man. Wow. Not a good head coach. Is he like North Turner? Offensive coordinator, great. Head coach, not so much. I don't know. But he was a great offensive coordinator with them. Mac Jones had a great year last year. He did, regardless of how much times we've ripped them and talked about and picked apart what teams they really beat and who this and blah, 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 blah. Look what McDaniels did with him and look at him now. So I'm just saying, this is a game that the Jets could win. Zach Wilson was terrible against them last week. Mac Jones wasn't that great either. All right? Because of the Jets' defense. It's definitely because of their defense. Defense is wrecking teams right now. That's what we need. Zach Wilson, I don't care. You want to play efficient, but you're a second overall pick, man. Keep growing. Big shout out to Zach. Big shout out to Zach today. I'm not totally sold on him, but you got to give credit where credit's due. He had an efficient game. He had over 100 QBR. Josh Allen had a 51 QBR yesterday, 51 point something. But yeah, 51. I don't know any other time. The Jets defense is on point. So yes, again, the Jets will go in next week. 2 weeks from now, they have to beat the Patriots again. It's yet another game where people aren't still believing in the Jets. But I will say this, the AFC East is the murderer's row. And I saw that in one of my comments. I would credit the name of the person that said that to me, and I forget your name, but you know who you are. I apologize, man, because it was his comment that said the Jets, Bills, Dolphins, Patriots is the new murderer's row division in the league. Every team has a winning record. The Patriots are in last, and they're 5-4. Every team's within a game and a half, or half a game of each other. Every team. The Bills are 6-2. The Jets are 6-3. The Dolphins are 6-3, and the Patriots are 5-4. Watch out. This was a hell of a game. And just to keep along those lines, the NFL has more parity than any other league out there. We all can pretty much name all the NBA teams that are going to make the playoffs. We already know 90% of the MLB, baseball, that's going to be in the playoffs next year. We can probably guess 90% of the teams right now and be accurate on that. Right? Hockey, too. We can name most of the teams that are going to be in the playoffs. Football, Vikings are 7-1, Jets are 6-3, Giants are 6-2, and Seattle 6-3 through 9 weeks. Who called that? Who called that? Nobody. If you were to tell me at the end of week 9 that the Jets and the Giants were going to be a combined 12-5, no one would have believed that. No one. So watch out. The Jets are here. The Jets are around. The Jets are not going anywhere. I'm not delusional. I know the Jets can lose games here and there, but it's just weird. The Jets have been holding on to games in the fourth quarter. The attitude has changed. Robert Saleh has changed this culture on this team. He said he was going to do it. We all mocked him last year. We mocked him for the receipts. This was big receipts today. Big receipts today. Joe Douglas, thank you. You said you were going to change the team around. You did. Change the whole team around. The culture is different. A lot of the rookies, Brees Hall, Sauce Gardner, a lot of these guys said, I don't know what you mean. The same old Jets. I wasn't a part of those teams. I'm a winner. I play for winners. These guys are winners. We're getting team, Jordan Whitehead came from the Buccaneers. He's like, I don't know what same old Jets means. He knew they were bad, but he's like, I'm a winner. I come from winning organization. DJ Reed, winning organization, Seattle. These guys weren't losers. They're not used to, Quinnen Williams came from Alabama, Nick Saban. The Jets have winners on their team, guys that are used to winning, and that's the difference. They're used to winning in college. They're used to winning on their former teams. So that same old Jets thing to them, they don't know. They don't even understand what that means. Robert Saleh doesn't understand what that means. They're winners. Joe Douglas has been part of a winning organization with the Ravens, learned under Ozzie Newsome. Then went to the Eagles and did it there too as an assistant. Then comes to the Jets as a full GM, and he's working this team just like those teams work their teams. To Super Bowl victories. The Jets going to do that this year? No. I still think the Bills are going to win the whole thing. I think they're going to win the Super Bowl. They got punched in the mouth yesterday. Our defensive line crushed their offensive line, and their defensive line got crushed by our offensive line, which was surprising. Absolutely surprising. I'm not knocking the Bills at all. I'm just saying this is the Jets' biggest statement win we have had in the past decade. I really don't like including the 2015 overtime win against the Patriots. It was huge. It was monstrous. It didn't have the same feel as today or when we beat the Patriots and Tom Brady in the playoffs under the Rex Ryan year. Those were the feelings. The feeling I had today was the same feeling I had way back in 2010. Why do I know that I had that feeling? Because there ain't been no feelings from the Jets since then. No beliefs, no nothing. Like when the Jets were 0-13, the tank for Trevor year. When we beat the Rams that year, that's a fluke win right there. There you go. That's a fluke win over a great team. The Rams were a great team. That was a year before the Rams won the Super Bowl. That was a great team. And the Jets beat them. That's a fluke win. That's where you could say, oh, man, the Rams had a bad day. No, a couple of years ago. The Jet, that Jet team is terrible. We didn't expect that. Okay? Jets have had wins in September this year. Wins in September. We didn't do that. The last time we won in September was game 1 of Sam Darnold's career as a New York Jet on Monday Night Football. We smashed the Lions. That was the last time we had a win in September. We have 2 this year. 2. The last time we had a 2-game winning streak. Just a 2-game winning streak. Same. You got to go back to 2018. We're at 3-3. Jets have had a streak of 4 wins in a row this year. It's a different Jet team, guys. It's not the same old Jets. It's not. We're here. But yet again, we have another statement game. We got to go and beat the Patriots this time, which we should have done last week. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Shoulda, coulda, woulda is a lot in the NFL, but as Bill Parcells said, and I still believe it, you are what your record says you are. Shoulda, coulda, wouldas, moral victories are for the fans. It ain't for the team. That's what it is. You are what your record says you are. Guys, I'm Johnny Basement. I appreciate the Bills Mafia. Thank you for the compliments. Thank you for the understanding as a fan, from a fan of teams that have been bad for so long. You guys understand. It may not help in your distress over what happened to the great Buffalo Bills team yesterday, but you understand why the Jet fans are like overly like, what? And excited and thrilled. What a sensational game by the Jets yesterday. Absolute sensational, balanced game. Running, defense. Subscribe, bell notice, like button. Johnny Basement. I am